Well, good afternoon and good morning, whatever the case may be. This is Steve and Rachel. We're coming live to you from the Kimball Knight Weather Mathematics Center here at Kimball High School. And the question that we're trying to answer is, what can we know about these two black lines? And so the lines that I'm talking about is what can I figure out about this line right here? And what can I figure out about this line right here? And the way that I'm going to figure out something about these two lines is I'm going to look at the angle measures that are formed by linear pairs and vertical angles. Well, what do we know about vertical angles, guys? We remember that vertical angles are equal, and those are the angles that are across from each other. And so I know that this angle down here is 130, and I know that this angle over here is also 50. Well, the next question that I want to answer is about linear pairs. What do I know linear pairs are? And linear pairs are two angles that are joined together at a common vertex that share a common ray. But also, what you need to remember as far as this is concerned is that linear pairs add up to 180 degrees. So let's think about what numbers do I know is going to add to 130 to make 180 degrees? Well, that's 50. So that means that this angle is 50 over here. And that means that this angle over here is 50. And when I go down to the bottom set of angles, what angles do I add to 50 to make 180? And that's 130. Now everybody, as we look at these four angles that are created, what that is telling me is I have the same angles in the same places. Right here and right here. So what does that tell me? That tells me that the two black lines are parallel. And the reason that they are parallel is they have the same numbers in the same place. See, I've got 50 degrees here, I've got 50 here. 130 degrees here, 130 here. 50 here, 50 here, 130 here, and 130 here. That tells me that the two black lines are parallel. That's okay. This is Mr. Rachel once again coming to you live from the Mathematics Center located here in room 202 at Kimball High School. And today's moral or today's story is, don't let a picture trick you. And you say, Mr. Rachel, how's that picture going to trick me? I look at those lines and I know they're parallel. Well, we cannot assume they're parallel because they've given us angle measurements. And what are you talking about? Well, if you'll remember I did a similar slide, not too long ago. Let's use what we remember about vertical angles and linear pairs. So I'm going to come down here. And I know that angle down below is 110, and I know that this angle over here is 40 degrees. Now, our rule of linear pairs is going to tell me that my adjacent angles over here are 70, and my adjacent angles down here at the bottom are 140. Now, as we take a look and we compare, I know that I have 110, 70, 110, 70 right there. But down here, I have 40, 140, 40, 140. And what this tells me is because these angles are not the same angles in the corresponding places, that tells me that these lines are not parallel.